Hola, 'tis I, Alicia. How are you? It is another fine day in 2022, don't you think? It's that good, huh? Yeah. Whee. Well, let's take our minds off our troubles today. Let's go somewhere exotic. Might be a little scary. I don't know if we'll make it back, but let's go on a journey to the Bermuda Triangle. A spooky place. Or is it? Maybe it's just some type of, I don't know, weird science that people just haven't figured out yet. Then that's all it is. Or maybe it's creepy and it's weird. Maybe it's aliens. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But I thought let's look into it. I haven't done a reading on this special place. It's always caught my imagination as it has yours, since you guys, a few of you have requested this video. So let's find out about everyone's favorite place that no one wants to visit, the Bermuda Triangle. Alright, so today I'm going to use the Titanic Tarot. This would be the second version of it. So there's, the minors have been fully illustrated. You can see though, my deck's got like some, I don't know what happened. The cards were kind of stuck together on the edges when I got this deck, so I don't know if I can get that off. Maybe I'll have to color it in, do some new edging. So the Bermuda Triangle, if you're not aware, is known as the Devil's Triangle. It's in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, where a number of aircrafts and ships are said to have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Some famous reported incidents involving the Bermuda Triangle include the USS Cyclops. Well, that's just an interesting name on its own, but okay. And its crew of 309 that went missing after leaving Barbados in 1918. The TBM Avenger bombers that went missing in 1945 during a training flight over the Atlantic. A Douglas DC-3 aircraft containing 32 people that went missing in 1958. No trace of the aircraft was ever found. And a yacht was found in 1955 that had survived 3 hurricanes, but all of the crew was missing. So, what's going on there? Magnetic anomalies? Pirates? Arrgh. Maybe it's a deliberate sinking, maybe hurricanes, maybe it's these gas bubbles, methane, rough weather, huge waves out there that kind of just overcome the vessels. Somehow they're overcoming planes too. Human air and aliens. Yeah, we have all those on the board today. So, let's see first. Does the Bermuda Triangle, that area, does it affect the compasses of the vehicles in the sky, on the sea? Does the Bermuda Triangle affect the compasses of the vehicles in its zone? The hermit underneath, with the captain out there seeking and seeing what he can see. It does look like it does. These look a little cockeyed here. Hold on. So, it looks like it might affect the novices, but that the captains, the ones with the most experience, they perhaps have their other ways of navigating. So it seems like while sometimes things are going haywire and you don't know which way is up, sometimes it looks like it does resolve itself. The compass sometimes will come back and go and find north again, But then sometimes it goes haywire, and sometimes novice navigators have a harder time with it, but the old people, or the more experienced people, they seem to be okay with it. It doesn't seem to be as big of a deal as they're making it. It's almost like, well, if that goes out, we have something else we can do. I don't know what that is. Are they following the North Star? I don't know. They're doing something else. So while it happens and it seems to settle back down, it's almost like you never know when it's going to spiral and go, and then it comes back and it readjusts. So it happens, but it's not like, oh my gosh, my compass went out and that's the end of times. It's not like that. All right. Is methane gas causing the disappearances? Remember, there's no cows out there that we know of blowing up the ocean. Underwater, mermaid cows farting up a storm, blowing up the whole area. Mutant cows. Can you imagine? That's probably some type of secret weapon we don't even know we have yet. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Okay, so is methane gas causing the disappearances? Now, they said the methane gas, there's like, you know, whatever, like, I don't know, like mini volcano type things. Don't at me, I'm not a scientist. Or underneath the water, bloop, 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 and popping up stuff, and then, but they're like big, they're not just like little things. And then they upend, I assume the boats. I don't think they're getting the planes, but maybe it's a whole vapor after it comes out of the ocean, maybe. So, methane gas. Methane gas in the Bermuda Triangle. Are you responsible for the disappearances? That looks to be one of the reasons. It looks like it's one of the things that might be happening out there. And like when it happens, it's not like just a bloop bloop. It's like a like major. I'm wondering too if this is when this is happening, it's not just one bubble. I'm going to call it a bubble, but you know what I'm saying. It's not just one. It's almost like, boom, one happens, and it might be a cluster, and then they're looking to, like, this feels like ships, looking to navigate around them. And sometimes it feels like then there's a cluster of them, and then it's like uncontrollable, like they're thinking like, boop, I saw one here, boop, and that was in the same area. And so like, okay, well, I'm going to navigate over here, and then boop, one pops up over there. So it's almost like it sets it off boop, 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 all around, and they can't navigate out of it quick enough. Yeah. Okay, so methane gas is one of the reasons why we're having problemos there. But I don't, it feels like it's a thing for ships. It doesn't feel like it's a thing for planes. So, are the magnetic anomalies affecting the compass reading? So we saw that there's things happening to the compasses. Is it magnetic anomalies? Are there magnetic anomalies? kind of, but I'm getting that same idea that I got with the compass. It's okay, so it's slightly different. So yeah, there's something to it that, yes, that's affecting it and making it go haywire, pointing this way, that way, the other way, right? And it comes in quick, like the energy comes in quick and then it recedes. But it's like, it's fleeting. And I don't know why it would be moving. So I guess that's part of why the compasses are going wonker. Yeah. Yeah, but it's still like a thing where the compass problem is not the main reason why these people are getting disappeared. So magnetic anomalies are apparently part of why the compass readings are cuckoo. Now, I've never heard of this, electronic fog. Could electronic fog be to blame? So this is what it said. This is a phenomenon where a cloud of electromagnetic fields converge on a ship, completely surrounding it and throwing off all the equipment. So is it electronic fog? That sounds like a cool band name, although it's probably music I don't want to listen to, but maybe there's a whole electronic fog community, music lovers out there just waiting for someone like you to create that electronic fog band. This feels very much, this is an idea. Doesn't feel like, it feels like this is a hypotheses. Someone's floated the idea that this is what this is. This does not feel like this is an issue that's doing it. So the magnetic anomalies are beating out electronic fog. All right. Time for a little crystal chit chat. What you are looking at are the cutest little azurite blueberries. Okay, so azurite is one of my favorite stones ever. It's a wonderful aid for helping to open and activate your third eye and your crown chakra. And this is so you can start working more with your intuition and tapping into your inner guidance and the wisdom of your soul. And just to give you a little reference, let me show you my little pen so you can see. These are tiny little babies. But aren't they so cute? I mean, I would totally just have them on top of, I do have them. What am I saying? I totally would. I do. I keep them on top of my tarot decks. Just saying, it's just an idea for you. But if you'd like to get yourself your own azurite blueberry, come over to my shop, AliciaWicker.com, and grab you one. All right. Let's get to the aliens. Are aliens involved? Now, the aliens, you know, we have our ideas here, tinfoil hat wearers, that the aliens are abducting people, taking them off, probing into situations, and bringing them back. Are they also taking people off their boats, zapping them from their planes? We've heard about airplane pilots that said they've seen UFOs in the sky, you know, doing some crazy stuff in the air. And, you know, I don't know, aliens could be down below in the oceans, zooming around in their submarine type vehicles or whatever. So are aliens to blame for some of the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle? Excuse me? Oh! Okay. I'm going to say yes, yes, yes. Looks like aliens might be a bigger part of the problem for the bigger disappearances. The bigger disappearances. Oh my, doesn't he look like a smug guy? Of course, we took them. We needed some more subjects. Oh, let's see how the salt water was affecting them. This is interesting to me. Like, there's some type of balance they're seeking with... It's their experiments. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. If you're an alien considering taking me to the Bermuda Triangle and beaming me up, I'm not interested. There's no rhyme nor reason of why they're picking certain vessels. They are picking big ones, but there's no rhyme or reason about why they're picking this one over that one. They want the bigger ones. There's almost like there's a negotiation. Like, you can have this or you can have that. They're both shitty options, but if you want one or the other, you can choose it, or we choose for you. Either options are shit. The option is, come with us. We're going to do some things, and then we'll bring you back. Unless you get unruly or something. I don't know. Maybe it's because some of these people who have been out here probably are not like pushovers. The people who get captured out in the Bermuda Triangle in all the craziness. They don't feel like they're pushovers. Like, you gotta have some amount of cojones to be going out in the middle of the ocean. Like, that's like terrifying to me. Right? I don't want to be out in the middle of the ocean ever. No. And this feels like these people don't give up into... Things don't faze them that quick. And so they kind of fight stuff. And I think the aliens are like, we win every time. We win. They're taking them. They're taking them for like... studies, experiments, and they don't want to go. The people don't want to go, but the aliens don't care. They're like, doo, your luck has changed. You are now coming with us. I'm curious then, do the aliens ever, I assume if everybody's saying no, we don't want to go with you, do the aliens ever return, like, any of the people they've taken? I mean, where would they return them to? They can't return them back to the vessel they've taken them from. They don't get to come back here. It looks like they're moving them somewhere else. So it's like once they're done with them, they can't come back here. I don't get that. They're moving them somewhere else. Maybe it's so they can't talk about what's been going on. It feels... sounds dumb. It feels like witness protection in terms of like, okay, now we're going to work with you to see where else you would like to go, but you can't go back home. And then it's like they get dropped off somewhere else and they have to start over, and it might not be the best situation. They don't enjoy it, but they don't have a choice. So this whole thing is people out there who got beamed up don't have a choice. The ones that survive get stuck somewhere else. Well, that certainly sucks. Again, not going into the middle of the ocean. I don't want to go on any of your cruises. Is anything in the Bermuda Triangle connected to Atlantis? Atlantis, they're supposed to be like super smart people, right? Had cool technology. I don't know how it would be connected to the Bermuda Triangle. Maybe that's close in the same area. I guess it would be. I don't know. Don't ask me. I get confused trying to drive to the beach. That's a true story. Okay, so is the Bermuda Triangle related to anything that has to do with Atlantis? Yes! Oh! This is, okay, this is... Is this like reincarnation of Atlanteans? This is weird. It's like they started over again. I don't know why I'm saying reincarnation. I don't even know. Oh, I don't know enough of my Atlantis myth, lore, legend, any of that. So if you know, tell me in the comments, because I have no clue. It looks like Atlantis. Doom. Done. And then it's like they're starting over. How interesting. It's very much like we can rebuild, but I don't know what that has to do with the Bermuda Triangle and people going missing. It's like almost like, is this capture the flag? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's ideas. They want to capture ideas. This feels like we've already done this once, but we need resources. That's okay. There's something, yes. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know enough to even ask proper questions at this point. There is something related to, I don't know, is it the spirit of Atlantis? Something like that, but yeah, it was decimated. It took a dump where after we faced our ending, our judgment, our time, we're starting over on a new journey. It's a burden and we're kind of pissed about what we lost, but we know how to rise back up again, and we're looking for ideas and we're looking for technology. And wouldn't that be crazy if there was like some Atlanteans that were like, I don't know, mer people, and they survived and they're like capturing the technology off of these vessels, and over time they're just like trying to rebuild. Like, it looks like they're starting over. I know I sound like a crazy person here, but I don't know. There's something to that. That's weird. I don't even know what that means. I literally don't know what that has to do with this. But if you do, tell me in the comments. Is the Bermuda Triangle a time portal? Some people say it is. I think especially pilots. Pilots have flown around there, I guess, and then they pop back up and didn't use that much gas, but time's been zip-zapping. All right, Bermuda. Are you a time portal or just a portal? Is there such a thing as like a messy portal? A messy portal? Like, I think it is a portal, but it feels like it's a... I don't know. I just assume portals were just kind of like a chute or a tube, or I don't even know how I'd... Like, visually, I'm just like, it's like a... Like you go from one to the... There's like... This feels like you go in there and you could get sucked in there into like I don't know if this is like you have to master the portal, and there's people in there like who are just not going through it. It's like dumb people at a theme park, right? So if the sign says exit, but there's some bright shiny object over here, there's people at the theme park who are like, okay, I'm just going to exit. And then you have the dodos who see the bright shiny object over here and start standing and looking and trying to figure out, have conversations, block up everything else. Like, that's what I mean by messy portal. It's like not everyone's just coming in and out of it. There's like people stuck in it. They don't know what I don't know. They're confused by the portal. They don't know what's going on in there. There's like people stuck in it. I don't know. That's weird. Do people get stuck in portals? I don't know. I haven't dug that deep into a portal theory, but feels like I'm going to call it a messy portal. So, let's see what else. What's our last thing we can find out about the Bermuda Triangle? And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't yet, join us in the Moon Moth Manor. You can come to my website, aliciawicca.com, and you click on the link in the navigation, come into the manor, and get my exclusive videos that I can't share here. Wow. I'm not reading reversals. If you want to read the reversals, do it yourself. All right, let's move these over. This is, okay. Oh, I took two. I didn't mean to. Okay. We'll go with two. 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups. There's multiple things happening here at the Bermuda Triangle. This feels very much like this is the Atlanteans, or I don't know, looking at what they lost, trying to figure out how can I get what I want back from the vessels that are above the surface. So there's something there. There is some type of intelligence going on in the area, whether that's the Atlanteans, whether it's the aliens, whether it's who knows what. There is something there. It feels like for certain navigators in that area, they are given guidance to get out of it. For others, they are like picked by apparently the aliens to be taken. Like there's certain ones, it's like a good versus evil type thing going on there, where they have an agreement. Okay, you can have the big stuff to the evil, and okay, the good one, you can guide the 3 people out of the zone. Yeah, that's so weird. It's almost like it's its own little area, like a civilization or a group or a community. Like it's like a nation without being a nation in the middle of the ocean in this weird bloop bloop. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like there's a unique balance there between good and evil. It feels though here with this underlying energy, the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, that more times than not the no bueno energy is winning or takes precedence over the few that get to escape. And it feels like it feels like there's still people who can go through there, safe passage, and nothing happens. It also feels like though that sometimes they're just picked to be taken to another world, taken by the aliens, have their shit absconded with by Atlantis people. There's that. And then there's the ones that get saved. Almost as if, like, the randos that go out there, I don't know. There's a certain group of people that get left alone. Like fair passage. Okay, just let them be. Let them be. They don't know what they're doing here. Go ahead. That's weird. I don't know. I'm not going to go try it. I'm not going to go over there and see what's going on. My luck, they're going to take me in and I don't know. God only knows what they'd do to me. I'm sure it would not be good for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you haven't liked it already. And I will see you next time. Adios.